There's a version of your life you've never met yet, a version without chaos, without panic, without addiction, without fear running the show. That version is calm, confident, clear, present, and fully alive. But before you meet that version of yourself, you have to walk through the truth. You can't transform your life until you understand the chaos inside you. Chaos doesn't come out of nowhere. It has roots. It has a story. It has a history. For me, the chaos started long before addiction, long before panic disorder, long before the overdose. It started in childhood, in silence, in fear, in confusion. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I went from that chaos to clarity. I'm not here as a guru. I'm not here as a therapist. I'm here as someone who lived through hell and made it back. This is your roadmap, your blueprint, your transformation. Let's begin. Chaos doesn't start when you pick up your first drink. It doesn't start when you take your first drug or when you hit rock bottom. Chaos starts when you first learn to fear your own emotions. For me, it was childhood anxiety, waking up scared, feeling unsafe for no reason, heart racing, stomach in knots, a constant fear of judgment and of being different, just feeling like something was fundamentally wrong with me. That's where the chaos starts, in the invisible places people don't see. The world saw a normal kid inside. I was drowning. This is the truth most adults never understand. Before your life became chaotic, your nervous system did, and a dysregulated nervous system creates anxiety, panic, impulsivity, emotional shutdown, addictive behaviors, avoidance, numbness, and a fear of life itself. Chaos is not a personality flaw. It's a survival response. People think addiction is about pleasure, but the shocking truth: addiction is about escape. When your inner world feels like a battlefield, alcohol feels like peace. Weed feels like comfort. Ecstasy feels like connection. Cocaine feels like confidence. Pills feel like silence. Any substance feels like a break from yourself. You don't chase the substance. You chase the absence of fear. Your addiction was never about wanting a high. It was about wanting a moment of clarity in a life full of chaos. For years, drugs and alcohol were my shortcut to clarity. A dangerous shortcut, but the only one I knew. Every survivor of addiction or anxiety reaches one moment, the moment where chaos becomes louder than the escape. For me, it was panic disorder. I couldn't leave the house. I thought I was dying every single day. My chest was tight. My hands were trembling. The world was closing in. Addiction didn't silence the chaos anymore. It fed it. That's when the truth slapped me in the face. If I didn't change, I wasn't going to survive. We all reach that breaking point. Not because we're weak, but because our nervous system can't take any more danger, real or imagined. Most people think transformation starts with motivation. It doesn't. Transformation starts with desperation the moment you say, I can't live like this anymore. People say when you quit, life gets better. They're wrong. At first, it gets worse, because substances kept your emotions on mute. So when you quit, everything hits at once. Panic, depression, emotional flashbacks, identity loss, guilt, shame, loneliness, and the fear of the future, the fear of yourself. This is the emotional withdrawal. Nobody talks about. You don't just lose the addiction. You lose your coping system. You lose your escape. You lose your emotional shield. And suddenly, you're facing every unhealed moment of your life, naked. Most people think this means they're broken. But this is the beginning of clarity. The moment my transformation began was not when I quit. It was when I realized this. My anxiety. Wasn't he trying to kill me? It was trying to communicate with me. Every panic attack had a message. Every fear had a root. Every emotion had a history. My body wasn't my enemy. It was my alarm system. And this is where transformation begins for all of us. When you stop fearing your emotions and start listening to them, chaos stops being chaos when you understand what it's trying to show you. Here is the part people always ask me about. How do I actually transform my life? Not spiritually, not theoretically, not motivationally, practically, daily, realistically. Here is exactly what I did. Step 1. Nervous system repair. This is not optional. It's the foundation. Things like long exhale breathing, grounding, cold water splashes on your face, slow mornings, consistent sleep, and no stimulation overload. A regulated nervous system is a regulated life. Step 2. Emotional literacy. Feel, name, and allow your emotions. No more numbing, running, or avoiding. Step 3. Therapy and medication. This is a no-shame zone. I didn't get weak. I got stable. If you're struggling, please reach out to a professional. There's no shame in getting the support you need. Step 4. Rebuilding identity. You are not the anxious child. You are not the addict. You are not the past. You are the warrior. You create the new identity. Step 5. Routine equals freedom. When your mind is chaotic, your day must be stable. Step 6. Cutting emotional poison. toxic people, old environments, old triggers. You cannot heal in the place where you broke. And step 7, purpose. Purpose is the ultimate antidote to chaos. My purpose became this channel. My voice, my story, my mission to help someone avoid the trap I fell into. You will find yours too. I call myself the warrior because I fought wars no one saw. The panic wars, the trauma wars, the addiction wars, the nights I didn't think I'd make it, the mornings I woke up terrified, the times I thought my life was over. You don't earn the name the warrior by being strong. You earn it by surviving when you were weak. Chaos was my training ground. Clarity became my reward. And now I share my story because someone out there is still drowning in the storm. You are not alone. You are not broken. You're just becoming who you were meant to be. Here is the ultimate truth. You don't transform your life by fixing everything around you. You transform your life by fixing what's happening inside you. Chaos was not your identity, it was your wound. Clarity is not a miracle, it's a skill. And if I survived the war inside myself, you can survive yours too. Subscribe for daily videos with the Warrior. Download your free workbook at freefromaddiction.net. And remember, your life can transform not someday, but today.